Chapter 5, Freedom Movement. In the past, our country was famous for its natural wealth and this attracted a lot of invaders, the first of them being the Portuguese. The news of our spice wealth brought in traders from Europe who eventually fought amongst themselves. The British defeated most of them, and a few British traders founded the East India Company in 1600 AD to do business in India. The company got exclusive rights to trade in goods. The company gradually spread all over India and taking advantage of the lack of unity amongst its rulers conquered large part of India. The British imposed high taxes on the Indian people. They were forced to grow cotton and indigo for the mills in England. Raw materials were moved to England and the finished goods were sold in India at higher prices. Traders were not allowed to sell their clothes to others. The British had a monopoly over the trade in India, thus reducing the local people to extreme poverty. The East India Company became rich and they controlled the trade in India. The Mughal Empire became weak after Aurangzeb died in 1707. The East India Company was eager to take control of various parts of India. They fought battles like the Battle of Plassey against Nawab Siraj ud Dowlah of Bengal and the Battle of Buxar against the Mughal Emperor Shah Alam. The British were victorious and the company took over Bengal, Bihar, and Orissa. 100 years after the Battle of Plassey, the company controlled most of India. With the coming of the English people, there were unfair policies, and the people of India protested, but to no avail. The reason being that the Indians were not united. It was only in 1857 that there was a revolt by Indian soldiers serving in the British Army. A rumor spread that fat from cows and pigs were used to grease the new Enfield rifle. This enraged the religious sentiments of the soldiers. The Indian soldiers were given less wages than the British soldiers, and there was resentment all round. The soldiers refused to use the new rifles, and a young soldier, Mangal Pandey, was hanged for rebellion as he had attacked his British sergeant. The revolt of 1857 was the country's first war of independence. Rani Lakshmi Bai, the last Mughal emperor, Bahadur Shah, Nana Sahib, Tantia Topi, and Kanwar Singh were the leaders of the revolt. This revolt was important as it created a strong desire in the minds of people to be free from the British. In 1885, a new organization called the Indian National Congress was founded by A.U. Humes. The early leaders of the organization like Gopalakrishna Gokhale, S.N. Banerjee, Badruddin Tyabji thought that the people would get justice if their problems were brought to the attention of the British government. They were against violence. Another group of people in the Congress believed that freedom could be won by fighting. They were the extremists, and Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Lala Lajpat Rai, and Bipin Chandrapal were prominent among them. The British tried to partition Bengal on communal lines in 1911 but failed. This was followed by the Swadeshi movement, wherein people were asked to use goods made in India only. This made the British promise to bring in some reforms. They got the Indians to cooperate during World War I, and the Indians did so in the hope that the British would honor their commitment. After the war, the British became more difficult and made the laws very strict. Mahatma Gandhi left a lucrative legal career and joined the freedom movement. He used a new weapon to fight the British rulers. This was the Satyagraha movement. He had used this method of fight against the South African government. Under Gandhi's leadership, the the independence movement became a mass movement. In 1920, Gandhi started the non cooperation movement. He asked the people not to cooperate with the British. The movement became strong, and then he started another movement called the Civil Disobedience Movement. Under this leadership, people marched to the Dundee beach in Gujarat to break the salt law. This was called the Salt Satyagraha. The British put the important leaders in jail. In 1942, Gandhiji launched the famous Quit India movement, which was an open revolt against the British. The Congress leaders like Jawaharlal Nehru and others were put into jail. The people's desire for freedom was so strong that the movement spread like wildfire. The British found it difficult to check the rise of the movement and in 1947 gave the country freedom. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru became the first Prime Minister and Lord Mountbatten was the first Governor General of Free India.